So we're about to head up to the new shop and play with an engine we bought for this. When we're talking about the WRX STI, this is what we're talking about. Maddox just picked this up. He had it for 2 days, running 22 pounds of boost, and threw a rod through the top of the block. 2 days after owning it, but it is a real STI. He got a screaming deal on it. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. Couple different tuners, cob tuners, all that stuff. This thing was pushing at least 380 to 400 horsepower. Honestly, I know a lot of people say that, but this one was. She put you back. It's quite set up. It's a JDM engine. It's got the JDM plate right here. The engine was extremely powerful. It's got a save-on carbon fiber hood. You can see he's trying to peel the, what is that, plasti dip?
Yeah.
They plasti dipped it. He's peeling that off of it. The car is like
the door jam,
like a silver underneath. You can see the door jams. So he's wanting to take all that off of there. But we've got to pull this motor. It's got Perrin fuel rails.
1150cc.
Yeah, 1150cc injectors. I don't know what turbo that is. I don't know what wastegate that is, but
it's HKS wastegate.
She was cooking. And the motor mounts.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than stock.
Yeah, he blew this one. Let's see if I can find the hole.
The hole's like right.
You can see down in there.
There's a hole.
All the oil.
It's bad.
If I can get you in there. But yeah, there's a hole down there somewhere. He blew it right out the top of the block.
Yeah, it looks like it hit my hood right here almost.
It might have.
The rock block.
So, yeah, this is the Subi. Yeah, I mean, he literally just got it. And he's 18, and he bought a Volkswagen TDI. We slammed it, put it on wheels, made it clean as heck. He traded that for a BMW E
330 Ci.
330 Ci slammed, I mean, sick, with a JDM engine in it. And then he traded that for a Jeep Comanche that I loved. Maybe I'll put a picture in right here. It was built for a SEMA Lake car show. He got that, and then he traded that for this. So literally this kid started out with a $1,700 car, and he's got this. I mean, you go back to all my old videos and flipping and trading and whatever.
Yeah, we can probably put a clip in there.
Yeah.
I've got a few videos of getting in the boost pretty well.
But I mean, for a teenagers flipping and trading cars, and this is what you wind up with. You always end up flipping up, and it, you know, either you get a good deal or you get a bad deal. He's been fortunate to get good deals, but you put 22 PSI on an engine that's not built internally, you're gonna have issues. Just had to do the tranny in that. My son blew the tranny. Passat sits over there, you know.
Yeah,
haven't touched it. We got the AFR gauge, got some wheels for it, kind of just accumulating things. I know a lot of you want to see the Passat. It's there. Literally just got an AFR gauge for it. Yeah, we want to know what the fuel mixture is before we go hooning on this thing, because we don't want to fry that. $800 Chevy. We got quite the lineup of cars.
Yeah.
I'd say we've got a fast and furious driveway, man. I'm really proud of our driveway. They're all shit boxes, but they're all cool. I love them. So yeah, here's this. We're about to go up to the shop and show you the new shop, and we'll see you up there. And then here's our 1JZ swap FRS. We've got a lot of stuff for this one too. So just got HKS gears, ECU masters, ECU, harness, Garrett 3582 turbo, just mass amounts of
What
stuff.
injectors you put on it?
We've got Injector Dynamics 1500cc injectors, brand new in the box. Dude, lots of money. Just piling up parts for this, and we're gonna go to town to it. It's got the Mishimoto radiator in the back seat. Our neighbors, I don't think they like us because we have a lot of cars, and every one of our cars is extremely loud, but it is what it is. Mama's home. We're gonna head up to the shop. See you there. I guess this is a shop update video. I've partnered up with a good friend of mine, and we have managed to acquire this place. So here we are. I might as well walk you around. Right now, Maddox is working on his WRX STI. We just bought this last night. Just got it on the engine stand. So we're gonna go through it. We're looking at it right now. Timing belt looks awesome. We've got a couple flip projects going on. I can show you. We'll walk over here and check out the Volvo we just bought. But yeah, this place it's big enough for us to play around. We're gonna bring the FRS up here for the 1JZ. We can finish the Passat. We've been super busy, guys. Just working a lot and doing this, obviously. So we picked up this Volvo. It is a 02. It's pretty clean, pretty rust free. Picked it up for 900 bucks. Can't beat it. It's got a ding in the hood here. It's got some rust bubbling here, but predominantly it's rust free. It's got new tires on it, 172,000 miles. It was hit in that passenger door, which you could see. Right now I am working on the backlighting to the gauge bezel. So it didn't light up and the fuel gauge didn't work. And YouTube says it's common on these that you need to reflow the solder on some chips. So we're looking into that. I've been working on that. Interior is pretty darn clean. We got a rip here. Running, driving. Car is amazing. I couldn't believe it. I found it within 10 minutes of it being posted, and I went and picked this door up last night. It was about 30 minutes from here. I'd say it's probably a perfect match. I think it's the same color. This came off a Volvo V70, which I believe is the wagon version of this car. So we can check out the damage. When I saw it on Facebook Market, it was a picture right here. And I had bought a Passat before that was hitting the doors, worse than this. And I pulled that pillar out, new doors, and it looked like it had never been hit. So basically I saw, you know, the top of the roof hadn't been touched, and the rockers. Door still opens. The rocker's still there. So, get a door. This here, you can see it got pushed in a little bit, so this door's in. You can kind of see a little wrinkle here. So we'll get this on a come along, strap it to a pole. We'll pull that out to line up the rear door. We'll put the new front door on, and we'll just open it and close it until it lines up really nice. And you know, what do you think this car's worth? I think it's worth more than 900 bucks. We've got a $150 door. Every junkyard around me had different color doors, and they wanted 300. Somehow, by the grace of God, on Facebook Market, 30 minutes from me, a guy had a complete door. So let's look at our door, because I haven't even looked at it yet. Yep, we've got lighter panels. So we will be switching this over. We've got the glass, the motor, everything. You know, I think we're sitting pretty good on this. And gosh, kind of an update. As far as the Passat, we are about to make a lot of headway on that. We just picked up an AEM air fuel gauge because that was the next step. I did not want to be running that lean and blow it up. That's kind of just been our experiment project car. We've been playing with it for a long time. It's been sitting for a couple months, but we'll get to it. The reason we're doing this WRX right now is because he just threw a rod, and he picked up this bottom end. Well, it's the long block. You can see it's got heads and everything. Picked it up for 500 bucks. He's got a JDM engine with a plaque and everything. So we wanted to keep it as much JDM as possible. So we want to take these heads off. He wants to put rods in it because obviously that's the weak point. We don't want to do this and have to do it again right away. New timing. We're going to take the oil pan off. We're looking at it right now. We just drained the oil and we're seeing this. It kind of looked a little milky, but then, I mean, it's good green oil. It kind of looks like metal flake. So that's concerning. But we, pull the pistons. We can measure all the tolerances. We can go through all of that. I don't know much about the JDM EJ205s. I've heard it's the same bottom end. I don't know if their heads are different, higher flowing. What's really different about them? But apparently there's a big difference, and if you got JDM, you want to keep it as much JDM as possible. It's got a K&N oil filter on it, so someone cared about it. I mean, the belt looks fairly new. It feels good. It feels nice and pliable and rubbery. The motor turns over amazing. We just took this clutch off of it, and I mean, just look at it. It still had some life left in it, but we're gonna put a bigger, heavier weight clutch in it. And yeah, this is kind of what we're doing. We've just been working away. Now Maddox gets to get his hands dirty and build his own engine, so that'll be good for him. As far as the shop, this is the shop. It's big. It's bigger than what I had ever thought we would have. My buddy Travis, you're going to see him in a lot of videos. Him and I have partnered up. We're going to go 50-50 on everything we touch. So that's how we're doing it. He hurt his foot. He's at home on crutches, but you may see him by the end of this video. So this is the shop. We've got a paint booth over here. So they start up like that, but we've got our hanger, we've got our filter, we've got our air dryer, all that stuff. We will come back in here once this lights up a little bit better. Specialty tools kind of over there on that table. Don't know what to do with them. Got the press, the drill press, the box. Kind of holds everything. Lights. Just, it's perfect for what we're doing. This is Travis's truck. He's kind of restoring it, going through it. He's been working on it for a while. He has got this thing apart. So redoing all new front end parts, everything like that. We've got these buses that we work on. Maybe we should film working on some of these buses. This one here just stopped starting out of the blue. Turn the key, nothing. Well, turns out, it's all computer operated. It's a newer bus. There's a module in the transmission. It's not reading that it's in park. So we got it started. We jumped the solenoid just to get it moved. But it thinks it's in a different gear, so it's in limp mode. It'll stay in the same gear. This is going in Monday. Going inside of one of these transmissions, it's kind of above our pay grade, honestly. But as far as fixing, all the maintenance stuff and wheel hubs, do a lot of wheel hubs here, bearings, sensors, do a lot of those. And Trav and I have been firing up our own thing. We've been working on a lot of private people's cars. We've been flipping cars. So it's been going real good. We've been busy. You can see. This T-case came with a transmission I bought for 300 bucks for the 02. So that's the bad tranny out of the 02. That's the front end I bought for my new truck, which I should show you. And this is the tranny. You've seen my son's Yukon in other videos. He was out hot dogging and blew his tranny. It was stuck in first. He swore up and down he wasn't hot rodding, he wasn't doing anything. Next thing you know, a video surfaces of him dang near jumping it on a 2-track. But he don't know why it happened. Let's go check out my new truck. Check this beast out. So I picked this thing up for 800 bucks. It had been sitting in a field for about 2 years. Me and Trav went, loaded it on a trailer, and pulled it home with another stock 95 truck, the one that I had in my previous videos. So the theory was I wanted to build that and lift it Well, I found this for $800. It's got a Pro Comp lift. It's got these sweet centerline wheels. It was leaking coolant. They busted the flange off the intake, and he didn't know how to fix it. He actually hammered a stick into the intake to try to stop the coolant leak. But yeah, so we bought this, 800 bucks. I got it running. Frickin' drive this thing everywhere. Here, we'll go around the other side to start it. But check out the seats, it's all leather. I mean, this thing's clean, except for the headliner. It's missing a headliner, but it's got a sunroof. So there's the inside on this side. It's got some rust here and there, but overall solid. You know me, I already welded on a 3.5-inch exhaust. So, came with the hitch and all the stickers. Let's see. This is the inside on this side. It's not a bad truck. Sounds good. She's got some issues. I'll show you. Turn the heat off. But it purrs like a kitten. I mean, she's a good truck. These wheels are worth $800 to the right guy. Those are actually super rare period correct wheels. It's not just a cheap rough country. It's a real Pro Comp lift, and it's fairly new. He said 4-wheel drive worked. It didn't work, doesn't work. So I bought that new front end because it wasn't locking. I put it in 4-wheel drive. My front drive shaft spins. It locks in. My front actuator and my axle pushes out, but I still don't have 4-wheel drive. So I put a new front end in it. Same thing. I have no clue what to do now. Maybe I need to check my actuator, make sure it's pushing hard enough. I don't know, but that's where I'm at with this. She's got 228,000 miles. Sounds like a beast. Sounds good. Back seat, nice and clean. As far as headliner goes, I would like your input. So if you look right here, I guess that's smooth. That looks factory. But if you look at this jagged edge, someone cut that out of there, and I don't know who, how, or what would have cut that and why. Maybe the sun. I don't know. I think the sunroof's factory. Honestly, it's got all the factory stuff going on for it. But they went all the way around that perimeter up front here and cut that. If you know anything about these older Chevys and you've seen that before, let me know what the heck's going on. Just, you know, carrying around a battery. But yeah, I think that's worth 800 bucks. It's just kind of my little crap box I like to tool around in, you know. I like these older Chevys. That's my favorite body style right there. So I am looking for some new 35-inch tires. Got some 14-inch wide Bart wheels. I'm looking for some 12-inch wide mud tires. So I can stretch them on there, stick out a little more, look a little cooler.
Junk all up in the
What's up with the stupid? Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. Hold on. Your dipstick. Ayo.
There she is.
All right, that shows us nothing. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that's a lot
That's
of metal. That's a ton of metal. Look at that.
That's chunks of metal.
Nice.
Focus camera.
Oh my gosh, look at the bottom of this oil pan. Get that.
Here, come here and put it in the light. Yeah, it's a great engine, he says.
What a turn.
Or it's got a bunch of stop leak down there. Let's just see how much metal we can get. It's all going to be from sitting. Stick it down in there. Yep. Stir it around.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, it's normal to have some metal, but
That's
not that much.
That's a lot, too much.
So we've got failure. We need to look at the cams. We need to look at the rings. We need to look.
Well, I want the cam.
Rod bearings. So
yeah, rod bearings, guarantee it.
in the pictures, this thing was all hopped up. So you can see they've got this gold hardware. Look at this.
Yeah, probably boosted.
It's all gooped right there. Must have had a leak, but you've got good heads.
Okay.
Look at all that goop right there.
Yeah,
What the flip?
Dude, I didn't see that. What offered?
So,
300.
this is where we're at. We've just opened this engine up. We've noticed we've got metal.
Everywhere.
So, $500. You know, you can't even buy this EJ205 block from the junkyard for less than $7. It's all good. We're not screwed. We just kind of have to figure out where that metal's coming from. You can test it. Jeez, just big old chunks. Gosh, I wish I could show you this.
Yeah, that's no good.
Focus. Look at those chunks.
Yeah, it looks like you took it off before. Look at this. All scraped up on the bottom. All around the oil pan gasket. Like where they were like crying on it or something.
Yeah.
And the gasket was in 4 pieces.
So you're
Yeah,
take your baffle off. That's all 10s. Let's take this off and inspect the rods.
Alright.
Let's take a look under the valve cover.
Oh, those cams looking.
Cams look beautiful.
They look good. That's nice.
Alright, well, we're good on cams.
What is that?
Those are your head bolts.
Those are?
Yep. So, yeah, you're to get the cams out, you gotta pull your belt, but we can flip it over and look at the other cam. We can flip it over and look at the other cam real quick. Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
heads are
terrible.
definitely coming off.
Yeah.
We definitely got to get in here and inspect rod bearings, crank bearings. He wanted to put H-beam rods in it anyway, so, I mean, there's nothing to be mad about. Obviously, it was coming apart anyway, and if it has to go to the machine shop, it has to go to the machine shop, but it is savable, and it's a $500 engine, so it is what it is. Say we flip it, we'll do the other side.
Alright.
Oh yeah, there it is. Zip them off there. And we got boxes. We're just gonna start loading boxes of car parts. Those are cute though. Put some anodized aluminum washers on there. Make it look like a race car. Voila.
Mallet.
Yep. There it is. Well, he's gonna get his feet wet with this one.
This cam's burnt up. That's that piston that wasn't getting any compression either.
Oh, see? Would you look at that?
Those lobes are fried.
You messed up when you said, I want to get a cam for it.
Yeah, I know.
Look at right
No, I
here, you
have
got...
to.
So this is up in the top end, this metal. Maybe that's moisture. Here, turn it over so these lobes come up.
Look at my hands. You can see all the sparkles off it.
So then hopefully your problem's in this head.
Yeah, and then
You
I can
got
swap
heads.
my head.
You got heads and cams. We don't care about any of these. So, how far do you want to go today? Pull all these pulleys off.
Yeah, I want to pull the
Get
heads
everything off. Get these heads off. Get it down to the block. And that's where you stand. Then none of this matters because you have all that.
Right. Check out the piston cylinder walls and everything.
Yes. But, I mean, they don't look horrible. They're making good contact. This one looks a little wonky. It's got some weird rub marks. But, and it is a little darker
They did do a
right
head
here.
gasket, so I want to
Yeah,
see
head
what they
gaskets
messed
are
up.
new on this.
So, like, I feel like they messed up somewhere. They timed it wrong. Wasn't on the right sequence of turns or whatever.
I don't know. We will see. We will learn. All right, we have run out of time. Wah, wah, wah. Max is going to clean up that oil. We are going to wrap up and get out of here. As far as this engine, we got work to do. So he's already been buying parts. We know what we got now. Heads are coming off. We'll do that in the next episode, I guess. If you want to see it, come back. We should make a series on it, he says. But this is the new shop. That's our new flip vehicle. New trucks outside. Maddox is building a badass STI. Come check it out. Peace.